Tony Butler and our host, Rob Joyce. I'm Brian Bush. Ball flipped up into the air, and as expected, Vlad Golden back taps it all the way to the far basket, where Trey Donaldson secures it. Golden soared over Mulder. Michigan starts with the basketball. Crowd on its feet here to start Michigan's second home game in the last 31 days. Wolf straight on, pitches it right corner, Burnett. High to the right, Donaldson. Back to Namari, right wing. He'll trigger a three and knock it down. Good ball movement of Michigan. Three, only had 4 of those in 28 tries against the Sooners 4 days ago.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have expected Michigan's first shot to be a three-point shot. Talk about how they have an advantage of getting inside and dominating in that painted area, but good to see Namari able to knock down that three.
Bello flips it into Mulder. Shot fake, one dribble in amongst 3 Wolverines. Finishes it low on the right. And the Mastodons on the board, 3-2 Michigan. There is the sharpshooter from inside, now at 80% for the year. Donaldson left wing, base of the block, M. Burnett. Right pocket, Gale looks in toward Golden. He and Mulder tussling. Now right elbow, Wolf. Feed it into Golden. Catches, misses, but gets fouled by Mulder. And that's going to be a storyline to watch throughout. Not a lot of productive bigs for Purdue-Fort Wayne, and their most productive, Eric Mulder, picks up his first just a minute into the game.
Yeah, but just smart basketball by Michigan, and all credit to Danny Wolf, understanding Vlad was being fronted on the inside. He flashed up to the high post, and they got into that patented high-low, feeding Vlad down low.
Golden 68% from the free throw line, was 6 of 7 against the Sooners on Wednesday, and he's short on the first one here. Still 3-2 Michigan, a minute in, and right away John Kaufman goes to the bench to protect Eric Mulder from a foul standpoint. He exits, and D'Angelo Elise, a senior from the Bahamas who doesn't play a whole lot, is out there for the Mastodons. Golden splits the pair, Michigan 4 and Purdue-Fort Wayne 2.
Yeah, well, whether or not he plays a lot or not, Coach John Kaufman wants players that can shoot the three. He said if you can't shoot the three, you're not valuable to him.
And Elise, one of the few who really doesn't, just one attempt this year. On the other side, blow by Jackson. He raced into the right block and missed a banker rebound. Michigan, Wolf free throw line, banks and scores. Kind of a guided shot from with his foot on that free throw line, banks it in, 6-2. That was an odd-looking shot, but it counts.
Yeah, I don't know if you call that a Euro step or not. He kind of left off the wrong foot and glassed it head on. So,
and a moving screen on Elise. He tangled with Gale, commits the foul. So Elise, who averages better than 6 fouls per 40 minutes and has never played more than 14 minutes in a game this year, saddled with his first foul in the interior.
Yeah, well, you don't get Elise to pick that foul up if you're not Roddy Gale and you're fighting to get over that screen.
And Gale so good at drawing fouls. 6-2 Michigan, 18-13 to play. Now Gale on a good find from Wolf. Takes it right lane, banks it with a right hand on the right block. Michigan sizzling early. They're up 8-2, 3 of 3 from the floor.
Yeah, good movement there by Roddy Gale. I like to call him the silent assassin because he doesn't say a whole lot. It kind of lets his game speak for itself.
Leader by example. Left corner, Morton Robertson. Shimmies in between the circles. Now right wing, Nelson. Back over right side, Bello. Jab step. The southpaw angles to the right elbow. Steps back. Tough fade away from 12. In and out. Rebound tapped by Wolf to himself. Michigan moving left to right. Leading 8-2. Wolf, guard-like as he sprints to the right block. Pauses his dribble. Feeds to a curling right wing, Burnett. One dribble back to Wolf. Jump stop. Reverses. Ooh. No, he couldn't quite get it to fall. Last touch, Donaldson. It goes back to Purdue-Fort Wayne. We've seen Wolf with some of those reverses. That had an interesting Englishing on it. Couldn't quite get it to fall.
Yeah, well, I was even surprised he even got the shot off.
No doubt.
I mean, just shows that athletic ability that Danny Wolf has.
The upside for Wolf, the Yale transfer, the junior, is fun to watch. On the other side, here's Bello zigzagging underneath the cup. Reveals himself, left elbow, skip a pass, Elise, one bounce, in amongst the trees, one-on-one against Wolf now, spinning right block, area 51 swarms, and a bad pass, it's to Gale, skip it up ahead, Donaldson soars, couldn't quite dunk it, but he finishes over the front of the rim, 10-2 Michigan, all started by dynamite defense from the bigs.
Yeah, well, Michigan seems like they have that mentality that I would like to see them have all season long. All gas, no brakes.
Morton Robertson misses left point. Rebound Wolf, no doubt about it there, T. Right wing Gale lobs it into Golden. He and Elise fight for it, and Elise pokes it away to Morton Robertson. Mastodons the other side. Right wing Jackson, 10-2 Michigan, 3.5 minutes in. And a travel as Jackson lost his footing with those bright gold shoes, the bottom of those shoes. He falls to the deck. The Libman folks squeegee it up. Turnover for Purdue Fort Wayne at second. 10-2 Michigan. And some wholesale changes here. 3 Wolverines coming in off the bench. Reuben Jones, Will Cheddar, Sam Walters, joined by Donaldson and Gale. So early turn to the bench from Dusty May.
Yeah, early in this ball game, we've seen against Oklahoma where they actually bypassed the media timeout and he kept the starters in there. So get some fresh bodies in there here today.
High right block, Gale. One dribble, skips it over to the left wing, and Walters. Now Donaldson around a screen from Cheddar, back to Walters. 7 on the timer, shoots a 3, airballed it, and went off the fingertips of Gale, who had positioning there on Bello, but couldn't come down with it. Tough to rebound an airball there, and it goes back to Purdue Fort Wayne with Michigan up 10-2, 16:09 left first half.
It is, and it's going to be interesting to watch the growth of Sam Walters. I think what he needs to develop is kind of a sidestep. Use a pump fake.
Jackson blows by everybody, split both Gale and Cheddar, finger rolls over to the front of the rim, 10-4 Michigan. That ends more than a 3-minute scoring drought for the Mastodons. Yeah, Walters now 1 of 7 from deep over his last 2. Left wing Cheddar surveys the scene, fakes a pass in, delivers left corner Walters, considers a 3, instead brings it to the point. Now right side Jones, jab step, and he leaned in to Jalen Jackson, who certainly did good work to act on that one. There was some contact, and it's ruled a foul, and a charge on Reuben Jones called by Steve McJunkins. So Jones first, Michigan's first, brings us to our first media timeout. Strong start for the Wolverines, though. They lead the Mastodons 10-4.
Shot, and if you had told me their first 6 shots, they would only got up 1 3-point shot. That says a lot about Michigan's defense, but one thing they have to understand is that the Mastodons would love to drive and kick for 3, so if that opportunity presents itself, they're going to shoot it.
And left side, a miss on a 3 from Morton Robertson, Michigan the rebound. New players out there for the Mastodons, including Corey Hadnop II, Max Nelson, and Chandler Cottrell. Left wing, Wolf, now to Cheddar, back to Danny, around a screen, crossover bounce, free throw line, stops, back out to Donaldson, shot clock down to 10, wheels by everybody, banks it left block with the left hand. Donaldson just had the clear GPS route there, took it to the cup, 12-4 U of M.
Yeah, good movement there by Donaldson, who didn't stop moving.
On the other side, banking miss from Bello, took a lot of contact, no whistle, rebound Wolf. Right side Walters, surveys the scene. Vacates left wing Jones. He'll take it to the head of the key. Recoil back out right wing. High to the left now. It's Donaldson with 4 early points for the Wolverines. Now Cheddar whips it right pocket. Jones wide open, a 3, and he knocks it down. Reuben Jones hit a 3 in Charlotte. 1 for 1 today. It's 15-4 Michigan, and that 3-pointer brought to you by Citgo Top Tier Tri-Clean Gasoline. Michigan fans, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Right wing, a 3-ball missed by Bello. Rebound Walters in Michigan.
Yeah, Reuben Jones is starting to gain a little confidence shooting that 3-ball.
Shot fake by Wolf, takes it all the way, reverses from the left wing to the right block and swishes it down off the window. Oh, Danny Wolf had a good look at a 3, discarded that one, takes it in for 2, and prompts a Purdue Fort Wayne timeout. Wolverines with another 7-0 run. They have had back-to-back 7-0 runs, interrupted by 1 bucket by the Mastodons, all Michigan, plus 13. Hey, Greg Camping and company showed us what a Horizon League champion can do in the NCAA tournament. They can be dangerous. Justin Pippen out there for the first time for Michigan. Out of this timeout, Jalen Jackson drives right and gets bumped by Pippen. His first, team second.
Yeah, and an advantage that Michigan has, we talk about the height advantage. Well, Danny Wolf has Corey Hadnot on him, who is only 6'3".
Yeah.
And, I mean, you can post Danny Wolf up and play through him. Whether they're going to double team, they're going to have to make some decisions.
Inbound Rasheed Bello, the 3rd-teamer in the Horizon League last year for the Mastodons. Darts right, slows things down with a left-handed bounce. Now takes it to the Big Ten logo, lost the handle. Cheddar jumps on the deck, 1-on-2, able to dislodge it and then get the jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with the Mastodons, but there's Mr. Energy, Will Cheddar, off the bench.
Yeah, Mr. Energy, I'm talking about first to the deck.
Yep.
I mean, Will Cheddar did not hesitate. You didn't see him bend at the waist. He got right after.
13:39 to play first half, 17-4 Michigan. Jackson quarterbacks it into Eric Mulder, who just chimed back in. Handoff, Jackson darts into the painted area, flips one up there, airballs it from the left side. Right block rebound, Cheddar. Up ahead, Pippen. to the point, feed right wing Walters. Double team on, now to Wolf, right side. Low pass, bobbled, controlled by Cheddar. Attempts a pass to Reuben Jones. It deflects left wing to Justin Pippen. Discombobulated possession, timer at 9, Michigan settles. Pippen feeds Cheddar, left wing, rain-making three, bang! Will Cheddar, calm, cool, and collected on that strange possession. 10 straight for Michigan, 20-4 Wolverines. Left corner three ball, nowhere close by, had not, rebound Michigan. Wolverines on the push. Wolf, give it over to Walters. And on the pass, Wolf bumped into his defender, Mulder. It's an offensive foul, Wolf's first, team's third.
Yeah, and I like what Justin Pippen did on that last series. When things got discombobulated, as you were talking about or alluded to, he kind of put the ball under his arms and said, hey, let's slow down a little bit. I mean, it seemed like every pass that Michigan was attempting to make was being deflected. So sometimes somebody has some calmness about them to settle things down.
Yeah, fitting. Justin Pippen, someone Dusty May has seemed wise beyond his years. Looks like a grad transfer as a freshman. Does good work there. After that foul, Hadnot has it right wing. Defended by Jones to Mulder straight on. 20-4 Michigan, and a reach-in foul on Mulder, against Mulder, comes against Justin Pippen. So Pippen picks up 2 fouls. Be curious here if we see someone we haven't seen in a while, and we do. That's LJ Kaysen, with Pippen picking up 2 fouls in less than 2 minutes of game action. For the first time since Michigan's last home game here against Iowa, LJ Kaysen on the floor.
Yeah, well, would you say that Justin Pippen's natural position is point guard or kind of a combo guard? I mean,
I think that's still to be determined, right?
Yes, it is.
Both.
And I think that Michigan is actually missing a second point
backup,
guard.
yep.
Yeah, a true backup, but I think he can definitely handle it.
I agree with that. Left wing Morton Robertson considers a drive on Jones, gives it back out left wing. Gets it back to Robertson, takes it all the way with the shot clock dwindling, and his reverse layup attempt swatted out of bounds. That was easy. That's 7-foot Danny Wolf against 5'8" Quentin Morton Robertson in the painted area. 3.8 on the timer. Easy block for Danny.
Yeah, is that kind of like your uncle against your nephew?
Yeah.
Where, like, get that out of
Might
here.
be your nephew's kid.
Yeah, right.
Right corner, Morton Robertson airballs it off the inbound rebound. Wolf to Kaysen, right pocket for Trey, and he rattles it home on his first offensive possession in more than 2 weeks. LJ Kaysen bangs one down from 3. It's 23-4 Wolverines 8 minutes in.
Yeah, well, I'm happy for LJ Kaysen. Talking about a guy who hasn't played in a couple ball games, and you could easily lose a little confidence, but I tell you what, he was fired up, and it's good to see him knock down a shot right away.
Jalen Jackson drives right, banks and scores, count it, and a foul. So that ends a 13-0 Michigan run. Will Cheddar tagged him, didn't get him enough to force a miss, so Jalen Jackson can add a 3 major either before or after the holidays. He said he did that at FAU when possible, and his first year, the game after the holiday break, FAU went to Champaign and won at Illinois. Free throw good from Jalen Jackson, capping the three-point play, 23-7 Michigan. So that's why he was very happy with the Wolverines' effort. He has to be early. Now some press from Purdue Fort Wayne and a timeout by Dusty May. So the model was there. Dusty May has something from his time at FAU to draw from. This was not the FAU team that went to the Final Four. That was when he was just starting to build. Year 1 with the Owls with no tradition. And yeah, you get a chance to get a team that's not quite there mentally. He called the timeout because Michigan, I don't know if they were expecting the press off the made free throw. It's back on as Kaysen chucks one up to the center circle, and it's caught by Wolf and then poked away by Morton Robertson. So Purdue Fort Wayne with a turnover. Right corner, Bello considers a drive. Now vacates left point Jackson, pauses in the paint, flips a hook shot from 4 feet away, misses it strong, and Kaysen rips away the rebound for the Wolverines. 23-7, all Michigan early on, 11:35 on a ticking first half clock. Left side, Wolf works with a double team and gets fouled, drive to the basket. The bump on Rasheed Bello, it's his third, team's third. Inbound coming up for Michigan as Chandler Cottrell returns for Purdue Fort Wayne. Max Nelson, first name full is Maximus, which is great. He takes a breather. Michigan has Jones, Kaysen, Wolf, Golden, and Walters on the floor. Inbound to Wolf, and then he tried to skip it over to Reuben Jones, who had to try to jump onto the floor to establish himself. And now Jones a little bit hobbled. That was a quick trigger pass from Wolf, And Jones, he was the one inbounding it, so he had to get all the way onto the floor before he could receive it. And he might have hurt that ankle a little bit as he walks down to the end of the bench and chats with Chris Williams. Jones, Wolf, and Walters check out. Burnett, Donaldson, and Gale back in there with Kaysen and Golden. 11:22 to play first half, 23-7 Michigan. Right corner, Bello chugs his way to the free throw line. Now to the left side, it's Robertson. Around a screen from Mulder. Has it right elbow, drives right lane. Wheels it back out against Golden. Skip it left corner, Bello. Back over Robertson. Shot fake, got Golden up. Shimmies to the left, shoots a three and cans it. Morton Robertson knocks down three, number 20 on the year. It's 23-10 Michigan.
Yeah, give the Mastodons credit. That's that show and go that I talk about. Sam Walters needs to kind of add to his game.
On the other side, Donaldson ponders a three, drives right baseline, peels it back out, works right block, shot up, short. Donaldson a little bit of a hobble after the foul on Bello, who goes from 0 fouls, matching his number, to 2 in about a minute worth of action. This is a guy who averages 30 minutes a game. Decision time for John Kaufman, the 11th year head coach of the Mastodons. We saw how protective he was of Eric Mulder, who picked up a foul in the first minute, and he sat for a little while. Donaldson at the free throw line, shoots it at 68%. First one up and pure. 24-10 Michigan, 10:43 on the clock. Chris Morgan in for the first time, along with D'Angelo Elise. And Mulder exits, as does Bello. Second free throw is good. So indeed, the 2 fouls forcing Bello to the bench. 25-10 Michigan after the 2-for-2 trip for Donaldson at the line. And Morgan got away with a little bit of a shove from behind on LJ Kaysen on that inbound. Jalen Jackson zips his way right to left, takes it all the way, and on the left block scores with the right hand. 25-12 Michigan. Look to the other side, Roddy Gale Jr. left wing. Cross court pass Donaldson. Crossover bounce, splits 2, takes it right, banks no, but a follow jam by Golden that they'll wave off. Mike Littlewood says that the ball was still above the rim. It was close. Golden tried to wait. I think is the right call. It's still 25-12 Wolverines.
Yeah, if it wasn't such a big lead by the Wolverines, I think this is something that could be looked at, because I thought it came over and maybe he pulled the rim and the rim kind of snapped before he actually put it in, but
bang, bang play, but it is no basket for Michigan. Right side, Robertson triggers another three, misses it front rim and off. Soaring rebound for Roddy Gale Jr. Headband on in that white jersey for Michigan. Left side, Kaysen lobs a pass, right pocket, Donaldson. Looks in, fires out over the head of a jumping Roddy Gale Jr. Got his fingertips on it, but Gale was starting to charge toward the free throw line. Michigan a little bit miscommunication there for turnover number 6 in the first 10+ minutes of this one.
Yeah, that's just a hard pass to make from one sideline to another. You always see that ball almost as if they're throwing it to a guy that's 8 feet tall. You know, I don't know if that's just a perception that makes it so hard with the crowd in the background, but a lot of those passes you see sail.
Jackson drives by Kaysen, flips it up there, and boy, Golden soared to block it. Other side, right wing, Donaldson. Boy, Purdue Fort Wayne wanted a goaltend. I don't know how Golden got there. And then a bad pass from Burnett into his former Texas Tech roommate, Vlad Golden, intercepted by Purdue Fort Wayne. So Michigan with 7 turnovers, 9:26 left first half, 25-12 Wolverines. Left corner, 3-ball, Max Nelson up and strong. One-hop rebound, LJ Kaysen for the Wolverines. Kaysen jumping pass deflected. It gets to Donaldson left wing. Another dangerous pass, Terry.
Yeah, a lot of those turnovers are self-inflicted once again. Just bad, careless passes. I mean, you're going to get some turnovers during the course of the game, but some of these are not for my liking, that's for sure. Just really careless, one-hand passing, getting deflected. And the Mastodons are a solid defensive team. You just can't throw the ball anywhere.
There was a stop. It just had not reached in on Gale. Then the inbound to Vlad Golden. And once again, the Mastodons knocked that one out of bounds, this time without the help of a foul. So Wolverines to inbound. Shot clock halfway gone. Had not leaves, and for the first time, the redshirt sophomore from Ferndale, the former Eagle at Ferndale High. Trey Lewis in there for the first time, playing in front of some friends and family today. He's out there for the Mastodons. Will Cheddar replaces LJ Kaysen for the Wolverines. Inbound Golden right elbow, now left wing. Cheddar has it to Burnett. He's straight on, face guarded by Jackson. Couple of dribbles in, has it left of the lane, spins into the painted area, floats and scores from 6 feet. Tough shot, but Namari makes it. Burnett with 5, and it's 27-12 Michigan, 8:48 left before halftime. Other side, Jalen Jackson around a screen from Mulder, pitch at left wing Lewis. The Ferndale native ponders, crosses over on Gale, takes it left baseline, shot put attempt from 5, and he scores it in his home state, 27-14 Michigan.
Yeah, well, you know, Trey Lewis wants to play well. I don't know, actually know what his ticket count is here, but I'll tell you what, he wants to play well.
Left corner, Donaldson for a rebuttal 3, and he splashes it down. Trey Donaldson, efficient so far, 9 points, 3 of 4 shooting. It's 30-14 Wolverines with 8:10 left first half.
And that's what coaches like. They like you to get into the paint, dribble drive, then kick out for rhythm 3-point shots, as opposed to just catching up threes.
Right corner, Lewis a 3. Thuds it off the heel, rebound long to the left wing, off the fingertips of Cheddar and into the arms of Morton Robertson for the Mastodons. Swirls his way to the right elbow, handoff right pocket, 3-ball airborne. Jalen Jackson is long. Michigan peels off the rebound. Gale trudges, splits 2, barrels into his defender Jackson, who coaxes the offensive foul. So Roddy Gale Jr. picks up his first, and that brings us to immediate timeout. So sixth foul on the Wolverines. Well, with 7:43 to play first half, Michigan.
And I tell you what, that's just going to be work in progress all season long. As I said, a lot of those are self-inflicted. I mean, you got to pick and choose your spots. And one thing I don't want to see is I don't want to see the body language change when a turnover does occur. You know, I want them to have that next play mentality.
Now only 3 points off the 8 turnovers that Michigan has given up. Purdue Fort Wayne has scored. Mastodons have the ball, right wing, a 3-ball up and in and out for Quentin Morton Robertson. Wolverines the rebound. Morton Robertson now 1 of 6 from deep early on. Right side, Donaldson picked up his bounce, in some trouble. Vacates on a free throw line pass to Gale. Lobs it up left block, Burnett. Brings it back out on a pass to Cheddar. Handoff Donaldson. Over the right wing, Gale. Touch pass in. Cheddar finishes low on the right. He blew by Lewis, and Cheddar with an easy bucket. Now the Wolverines really starting to sizzle. They're 80% from the floor, up 32-14.
Yeah, it was good to see them pull that back out. They didn't have any spacing out there. Guys were standing right next to each other, and once they got that spacing corrected, Will Cheddar wide open underneath. 10
Wolverines have played, 8 have scored so far tonight. Bello straight on 3. The lefty misses it strong. Rebound Wolf for the Wolverines. Bello out there with 2 fouls. On the other side, Burnett, right side, considered a pop-up 3 instead. Wolf has it left of the lane, handoff Donaldson. He'll try another 3 and bang another 3. Trey Donaldson leads everybody with a dozen, and he's 2 of 2 from the long line, 35-14 Michigan. Timeout, John Kaufman and Purdue Fort Wayne. Michigan lights out. So they reconvene for the opener in the 2022-23 season and re-upped again for the 3rd all-time meeting. Out of that John Kaufman timeout, here's a drive by Hadnot left elbow. Pauses, shut off by Walters. Skips a low pass right pocket to Cottrell. Drives into the painted area. Can't get anywhere. Back out left wing Jackson. Jab step. He drives in on Burnett. Flung it up there off the top of the backboard. Went over the back, but a foul. And that brings up a couple of free throws here for Purdue Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
In the possession.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. If you're nitpicking as a Michigan coaching staff, of course, you're concerned about the turnovers. Another one of your concerns is probably going to be dribble drive, because the Mastodons are getting in the paint and they're getting downhill. Maybe they're not finishing, but, hey, you got to be able to cut that off, shut them down.
Jackson, a 75% tosser, knocks down the first, ending an 8-0 run. Michigan has had 3 runs of 7 points or better so far today, including a 13-0 surge. Second one follows in the first for the Fort Wayne native Jalen Jackson. He paces the Mastodons with 9. All other players with 7. 35-16 Michigan's lead. Donaldson was the one who had that foul. He brings it into the forecourt for the white-clad Wolverines. Give it to Burnett, and then some contact. Burnett and Bello met, and they call the foul on Burnett. You hear from Terry Mills, he vehemently disagrees.
Yeah, you're hearing from me, but I tell you what, Coach Dusty May doesn't like it either because, I mean, you just had like 2 ships passing in the night there. So
that's consequential because he collided with Rasheed Bello. That would have been Bello's 3rd foul for a guy who averages 30 minutes a game. Bello still out there with Jackson, Mulder, Hadnot, and Nelson. Left side, Bello, feed it Nelson, right wing. 3-ball over Donaldson, front rim, backboard and off. Easy rebound for Danny Wolf. He's got 7 of those to go along with 4 points and 2 assists. Hand off Burnett. 5:25 to play first half, 35-16 Wolverines. Donaldson, Michigan's leading scorer with 12, lobs it left wing, Burnett. Now to Cheddar. At the left point, zings it right pocket. Walters, and as he was driving toward the basket, he stepped on the sideline. Turnover number 10 for the Wolverines, matching what was their season low 4 days ago against Oklahoma.
yeah, I know we've caught a lot of games together, but how often do you see players step out of bounds on that particular play along the sideline?
That's why they need to widen the court a little bit.
You think?
Especially with that corner 3 being so valuable. Donaldson out Pippin, right block Mulder, backing down against Walters. 2 strong dribbles, pivots, absorbs a double team, lobs it right wing Bello, now to the Jackson left wing. Crossover bounce with 7, got Burnett off his shoes, skip it in toward Mulder, and it was kicked by Wolf. With the shot clock at 5, that will give a reset 20 timer to Purdue Fort Wayne. 4:50 left first half, 35-16 Michigan. Would you support widening the court?
It's possible. I mean, especially if you're a guy with anything bigger than a size 12 shoe, you don't have a whole lot of
like the Terry Mills size 16.
Margin of error over there.
Yeah, you got to kind of tilt the feet or you're out of bounds.
Yeah, exactly.
You're either out of bounds or you're shooting a 2. Reach and foul there on Damari Burnett, so he picks up a couple of quick fouls. So Burnett has 2. He exits. Roddy Gale Jr. comes in on the 9th team foul by Michigan. So that reach in against Jalen Jackson sends Jackson to the line. Jackson he has 9 of Purdue Fort Wayne's 16. Make it 10 of 17 for the 75% free throw shooter who started his collegiate career at UIC. His head coach for his freshman year was former Wolverine assistant Luke Yaklich. Second free throw up, and it swirled down. Did about a 720 before tickling the twine. So 35-18 Michigan. Morton Robertson and Cottrell are back in there. Boy, John Kaufman subs a lot. Trying to mix and match. Inbound Gale with some steam, takes it all the way and scores it straight on drive. Purdue Fort Wayne didn't stop the ball, and Gale takes advantage. 37-18 Michigan.
Yeah, well, Gale left all the defense behind him, so he had to feel some pressure coming from behind because I actually thought it was going to get tipped or knocked out of his hand from a player behind.
Right wing Cottrell. Feed it straight on. 3-ball Bello. Airborne and off the heel. Rebound Wolf. Purdue Fort Wayne is 1 of 14 from downtown. Left side Walters. Extra feed Pippin. Left corner 3. You betcha. Michigan 7 of 8 from 3. All over the Mastodons. Now 40-18 with 4:03 left first half. It's like a polar opposite of that game in Charlotte against Oklahoma. Nice spin from Jalen Jackson. He hit that spin button at the Big Ten logo, blows by everybody, lays it up and in on the left block. 40-20, Michigan doubling things up. Pass inside from Wolf to Cheddar, up fake before a layup attempt, and he shuffled the sneakers. So Michigan's 11th turnover brings us to the under 4 media timeout, but it is all maize and blue. 40-20 leading Purdue Fort Wayne. 3:46 left on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Experiencing a Wolverines game is a lot like life. We honor.
Yeah, well, that's the balance that I kind of expected when the season started, was that they're going to have multiple guys that can average double figures, and looks like the Wolverines are headed that way. We don't necessarily have that one play. I'm sure we're going to see some explosions, but
Jackson, pump it left corner, 3-ball Hadnot. It's strong off the heel, and now it's 1 of 15 for deep with the Mastodons. Other side, Walters feeds Pippin, left pocket, a 3-ball for him, and it's good. 8 of 9 for the Wolverines, and a foul away from the ball. Justin Pippen with back-to-back triples. Then the foul goes against Purdue Fort Wayne's Kutrell.
And I'll tell you what, that's a good sign for the Wolverines of Justin Pippen getting healthy, if you will, because he's came off of an injury and they've tried to work him in, and it's good to see that young man knocking down some shots.
Inbound, Walters right pocket, he buries a three. A 6-point possession for the Wolverines. 46-20 Michigan with 3:20 left first half. Dusty said it after the loss to Oklahoma. The team needs to have a killer mindset. Well, right now, they're certainly coming up with that. As actually, they say foot on the line, 2 for Walters. Floater good for Jackson and Purdue Fort Wayne. So a 5-point possession, not 6, 45-22. Other side, Golden, easy banker, good. But now the concern is for Purdue Fort Wayne's Eric Mulder. He crumpled to the deck. He and Gold bench. They'll take a detour and go all the way into the locker room. Very gingerly walking on that left ankle and foot. Oh, that's just the worst.
Yeah, and hopefully Mulder's going to be okay, because that was one of those non-contact. You know, he was kind of by himself going down the lane, so I don't know if he just twisted it on his own, but those non-contact injuries are the scariest.
Oh, you hate to see it for Mulder, a junior who's been a Mastodon his entire career. Right wing Nelson, handoff Morton Robertson, now to the right pocket Kutrell. Shut off right baseline, shot clock at 5, leave it for Hadnot, chugs his way right corner, now drives underneath the cup, kick it left corner, Morton Robertson a 3 as the shot clock expires, miss it off the heel, make it 1 of 16 for Purdue Fort Wayne from downtown. Wolf the rebound, zigzagging dribble, left side, here's Pippen, rain-making 3, that one strong. Rebound back tap by Kutrell to Gale for Michigan, who finishes on the left block. Wolverines have made 10 of their last 11 from the floor, pummeling the Mastodons 49-22, 2:05 left before intermission. Left wing Jackson for the black-clad Purdue Fort Wayne Mastodons. A contender in the Horizon League. They've never been to the NCAA tournament at the Division I level. Right wing, Kutrell crosses over, bounces by Golden, and finishes on the right block. Off the window for 2, 49-24 U of M. Other side, Pippen, right wing. One dribble, zips one right pocket, Walters. Touch pass inside to Golden, splits 2 and dunks it down with 2 hands on the right side. Nice feed, better dunk, 51-24 U of M.
Yeah, and it's good to see that Vlad is getting involved in it, and sometimes the big guy gets lost in the shuffle here. When you play these type of games with smaller type guys, you're almost a forgetting player.
Yeah, 5 on 2 of 2 from the floor for Golden. Other side, a bank and a score for Jalen Jackson. And Golden, I think, kind of hit the net, maybe the rim, going for the block there. Didn't get it. So 51-26, Michigan inside of a minute to play first half. Gale blows by Hadnot, underhand pass. Left corner, here's Walters, a 3 that goes. Sam Walters with a couple of 3s here as of late. Oh, the Wolverines are just dominating from downtown. 9 of 11. It's 54-26 Michigan. And then a bobble by Hadnot. Able to get it back over to Kutrell, left pocket. He'll shoot a contested 3 over Golden, and it's good. Of all the shots that they make from 3, that's the one, huh?
Right.
2 of 17, and it's 54-29 Michigan. Shot clock off here in this first half. Left wing Pippen. Wolverines, 10 players have suited up. 10 have at least 3 points. Only 1 in double figures, that's Donaldson. Game clock at 10. Pippen over to the right wing. Give it Gale. Kick it left corner. Here's Walters again for 3. It's off the heel. Offensive board. Golden flips it up there too strong. Rebound down to Nelson. And that does it for the first half of that tournament. We certainly wish Mulder all the best.
Yeah, well, we've seen Michigan's trainer, Chris Williams. We don't want to speculate, but he was headed back that way with a wheelchair. So wish him all the best going forward, but just not a good sign.
Not at all. Right wing, Danny Wolf has it. Michigan, its starting unit on the floor. Donaldson, Burnett, Wolf, Golden, and Gale as Wolf shimmies to the left point and finds a cutting Golden for an easy crunch. Michigan picks off right where they left off, up 56-29.
Well, they actually went to that patented play they've been so successful with all season long. We haven't seen it thus far in this game, the old 4-5 pick and roll.
Now a poke away by Burnett, but he couldn't quite get it all the way. Jackson saves it right side, a 3 ball short from Bello, and Michigan peels off the rebound. Other side, Burnett, left wing. He tries a three ball and knocks it down. Make that 10 of 13 from deep. Namari Burnett makes it a 30-point Michigan lead at 59-29.
Well, I'll tell you what, Michigan has came out with their playing like their hair's on fire because they're not warming up. So good to have that mentality.
Left elbow, Bello. Give it to the point, Jackson. Leading scorer in the game still. Left side, Bello shoots a three, and it's off the heel. Easy rebound for Trey Donaldson, his third. Michigan right to left. Donaldson to Burnett. Skip it in, Gale. One dribble, underhand lead. Golden goes up, banks and scores. Michigan 3 straight successful possessions and a 7-0 start to this second half. It's 61-29 Wolverines.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Mastodons have almost looked like the Wolverines a few nights ago, shooting from behind the three-point line. So
down on the other side, Elise, a nice hook and a score over Golden. Mastodons first point of the half, 61-31 Michigan. 18-18 to play. Wolf, crossover bounce, left elbow. Tried to find a cutting Golden. It deflects to Burnett, right pocket of three. Misses it short, but a tap rebound by Wolf. Back to the shooter. Burnett loses the handle, bumped out of bounds. Last touch by Purdue Fort Wayne. That was one of those classic, we don't want to call a foul, but we keep the ball there, because Burnett, I think, pretty clearly lost out of bounds. There was a lot of contact from Elise.
yes, it would. And I tell you what, if Michigan didn't have a 30-point lead, there would be an argument about that.
No doubt, no doubt. Now Donaldson, left wing, it's Burnett. Kutrell out there for Elise after that whistle. Shot clock at 7. Wolf skips it from the head of the key to a cutting Gale, who banks and scores, but a foul on the floor before the layup. That was reminiscent of the John L. Davis and one at Madison Square Garden, where they called continuation. Not to bring up a bad memory or anything, but it is a foul on the floor on Nelson, his first, team's first. Inbound, Wolf feeds Donaldson left wing. He tries a three and rattled it out. Oh man, that thing was halfway down. Somehow popped out of there. Rebound, Mastodons. Left corner, shot fake Kutrell. Left wing, Jackson. Kick it over to the right corner, and Bello, extra feed right wing. Morton Robertson misses strong on a three ball. And an easy Danny Wolf rebound, number 11. Wolf to Gale, left wing. Bumped on a drive by Kutrell. It's again on the floor, so Kutrell picks up the foul. It's his second, team's second.
Yeah, you talk about the three-point shot being a big part of the Mastodons' game. But at what point do you stop shooting threes? I mean, 2 of 20. I mean, at some point in time, you've got to try something else, I would think.
I think you just pocket it and go to the next game and hope you get some of that three-point luck, right? Left of the lane drive by Wolf, had it blocked out of bounds by the newcomer, Jonathan Desjardins, who doesn't play a whole lot, a grad student from Memphis. He knocks it out of bounds. Shot clock at 13, 17-17 to play, 61-31 Michigan. Inbound, Golden, backs down, low block left, leans in, flutters one up there, hit the rim a handful of times and tickles the twine. 63-31, and Golden is the second Wolverine to double figures with 11.
I'll tell you what, I want Vlad Golden to make that a part of his arsenal. He has that left hand, right hand jump hook in the lane. I'm just not sure if he has the confidence to use it all the time.
Morton Robertson drives to the painted area. Pauses the Big Ten logo, vacates to a driving Jackson left of the lane, backs down against Burnett, had it poked away. Danny Wolf comes up with a steal, lobs it left corner. Here's Donaldson a three. It's short. Offensive rebound. Gale goes up strong, finishes low on the right. Oh, Michigan showing off what Dusty May wanted, that killer mindset. 65-31 Michigan, 3.5 minutes in second half.
Yeah, and usually you'll have teams that really kind of lapse a little bit when playing with such a big lead, but tell you what, the Wolverines have came and they're engaged.
Left wing missed by Jackson, up ahead for a one-hand crunch. Michigan got out in transition after that miss, and a jam from Roddy Gale Jr. Timeout, Purdue Fort Wayne. Oh, the Wolverines once again dominating out of the timeout at halftime, 13-2 run. And boy, oh boy, John Kaufman's homecoming.
Impressed about is Coach Joyner talked about it at halftime, is getting a hold and getting a grip on Jalen Johnson. And that's exactly what they've done. They've pretty much shed his water off here in the second half.
Right wing, Kutrell a three, well short. Ball trickles out of bounds near sideline. And it goes back to the Wolverines. And that's another media timeout. Yeah, Jackson hasn't taken a shot yet in the second half. Certainly much more attention on him. 15:54 left, 60 starting five on the floor here, Terry. No bench subs yet after Dusty May went to the bench pretty early in the first half.
Yeah, I would think that once he makes his substitution, give these guys a little bit more time, then he'll pretty much clean it up.
And then a spinning jam from Roddy Gale Jr. on a lob pass from the left wing to the right block. It certainly wasn't a clean flush, but it goes down for two, 69-31 Michigan.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Roddy Gale is sneaky athletic, if you will, because I've seen him raise up a few times, and it's kind of left my jaw on the ground because of the ability he has to get up off that floor.
Morton Robertson snakes to the free throw line. Pitch it back left wing. Kutrell, a three over Golden. Misses it short. Rebound Wolverines. 2 of 23 are the Mastodons from three. Michigan 10 of 16. Left wing Wolf able to snag that pass on his right fingertip. Saved it to himself. Zip it into Golden, and he walks with it, trying to go to the basket. And Golden just emphatically shook his head, disagreeing with Steve McJunkins. I didn't quite see if the pivot foot dragged. It looked like he only took one step, and Golden's impersonating it for Steve McJunkins. If it weren't a 38-point game, that might be a little bit risky there, but hey, we're having fun in this getaway game, if you will, before the holidays.
He's probably explaining it to him in Russian, maybe. He's not understanding.
Left wing Nelson makes the three. 69-34 Wolverines, 14:38 to play. Oh, that emphatic head shake was just gold. Donaldson jets to the free throw line, whips it toward Gale, out of bounds. Similar to the Wolf play where there was some miscommunication. That time, Donaldson a little bit too far off the mark, and the Wolverines commit their 13th turnover.
Is that the first one of the second half? So, I mean,
second one.
Okay.
Yep, so definitely some improvements there with 14:20 to play. 69-34 Wolverines. Right wing Morton Robertson dances his way underneath the cup, brings it back out, left pocket. Has 7-1 Vlad Golden on a switch for the 5-8 product. Now free throw line, Jackson leans in, floater, swirls it home. Jackson's first second half attempt is poor. He has 19. 69-36, Mastodons down 33. Left block, Golden pitches it, Burnett right wing. Now to the right side and Wolf, handoff, free throw line, Golden goes up and lays it in. He took it from the free throw line, wheeled his way right block, cashes it in, 71-36 Michigan.
Yeah, he caught it, drop step, and say, hey, we'll try this again.
Dart inside to Jackson from Bello, and Jackson finishes off the glass right block. 71-38, Jackson has 21, so he's put up 52 points in 2 games against Big Ten foes, 31 at Penn State last month. Right wing Gale, jab step, now over to Wolf, right lane. Requests a Golden screen from 7 feet away, takes it underneath the cup, whips it toward Burnett, intercepted Morton Robertson. His 18th steal of the year. Morton Robertson pitches it back, Bello tries a 3 over Gale and knocks it down. So now, in essence, garbage time, the Mastodons starting to find the 3-point stroke a little bit, 71-41 Michigan, 7 minutes in second half. Donaldson underhand leave, right lane for Wolf, bobbled, lost. Bello with it for Purdue Fort Wayne, takes it straight on, Banker, no. Loose ball, picked up Donaldson, skips it up ahead, Burnett, clean runway one, dribble, a jump and a jam. Great find from Trey Donaldson. And the Wolverines inflate the lead to 73-41 with 12:38 left. That's a great find. Donaldson so in command with transition passes. Jump stop by Bello and a shot rejected out of bounds by Golden. I mean, it's looking like he's just flicking a mosquito away with some of these shots today. Donaldson, Wolf, and Golden exit. Pippen, Cheddar, and Kaysen summoned. And now one more switch. So it's Walters, Pippen, Burnett, Cheddar, and Kaysen out there. The only starter remaining is Burnett. And he comes up with a tip away on a bad pass. Lost it ahead to Pippen. Pippen, couple of stutter step dribbles. Now he banks and missed it off the left side of the rim. A little bit of hesitancy there from Pippen. Rebound, Purdue Fort Wayne. Crossover bounce, Jackson drives in left of the lane, pitches it back out right side. Chris Morgan a 3, rattles around, Plink goes out, boarded by Pippen for Michigan. Up ahead, Burnett, left wing. Pauses his dribble to Kaysen high on the right. 8 minutes in, second half, 73-41 Wolverines. Left wing air ball from Burnett, and that brings about a timeout. 11:53 left. Wolverines still shooting it at a remarkable clip. They are 30 for 41. That's 73%. In front, 73-41 on Purdue-Fort Wayne. This is Michigan basketball from Lear. Out your freshman year, 69.2% against Alaska Anchorage, December 30th of 1986. They got a real shot at it here today.
Yeah, they've got a shot.
Wolverines have Kaysen, Gale, Pippen, Walters, and Cheddar on the floor. And as Jalen Jackson brings it into the forecourt for the Mastodons. A Division I program pretty much this entire century, but never been to the NCAA tournament. Only been to one conference final game in March. Left point Morgan loses the handle. He and Kaysen sprint for it. Morgan gets it. Shot clock down to 3. Morgan catches, heaves from the block M, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Rebound down to Michigan, Sam Walters.
Yeah, if this team could find a way to get to the tournament, these type of teams are extremely dangerous. That shoot the threes the way that they shoot the threes. All you have to do is get hot in the tournament. And
Gale skips it into a cutting Walters. Feed left pocket, Cheddar for a 3. It's strong, and the rebound secured by Kutrell for Purdue-Fort Wayne. Near sideline, Morgan zigzags left, handoff Jackson. 73-41 Michigan, 10:50 left. Now Hadnot drives to the free throw line, shoots it up, no. Desjardins with the rebound. Now Jackson tries a 3. He misses it long. Rebound Cheddar, and that's now 4 of 28 are the Mastodons from 3. If that sounds familiar, that was what Michigan was against Oklahoma. And it feels like nothing's dropping for Purdue-Fort Wayne. Goes to show you how remarkable it was. Michigan was right there with Oklahoma and almost won that game. Should have won that game in Charlotte 4 days ago.
well, I couldn't really fathom or digest on how bad we shot it, but
now you
to
see
be
it,
on the other side of that, man.
Well, and there's still 10 minutes left. They might get 43
Yeah,
off.
man.
Foul by Purdue-Fort Wayne here. 10:16 left, 73-41 Michigan. Foul goes on Hadnot. And now some wholesale changes from Purdue-Fort Wayne. Still have not seen Eric Mulder come back out. Wishing him all the best. Inside, Sam Walters, easy finish for Michigan. 75-41, approaching the midway point of this second half. 34-point lead for the Wolverines.
Well, it's good to see Sam Walters be able to get something fairly close. You know, I know he's a specialist and just shoots three-point shots, but I think he has the ability to put it on the deck and finish around the rim.
Bello misses, rebound Michigan. Kaysen right wing, takes it right block, shot fake, banks and scores. LJ Kaysen with 5, and the Wolverines bump the lead to 77-41, 9:40 remaining.
Tell you what, he's going to be a good one. LJ Kaysen.
Right corner, Hadnot triggers from 3. Front rim and off, rebound tapped by Cheddar to Gale for the Wolverines. Up ahead, Pippen right side. Stops at the right wing. 2. The projected good one from Terry Mills, LJ Kaysen. Now Cheddar, jab step, requests Pippen, gives it to him. He'll try a 3. It's off the heel. Rebound, sword for and grabbed by Gale. One dribble, bank, missed it left block. Rebounds finally secured by Trey Lewis, the Ferndale native for Purdue-Fort Wayne. Crossover bounce, drives in, swirls to the left lane, and a blocking foul called on LJ Kaysen. Helping out there is Pippen lost Lewis. Kaysen picks up his first foul. 9:01 to play, 77-41 Michigan. Wolverines, for just the 3rd time in program history, playing in 4 straight one-possession games. I don't think that streak will continue here. Bank, miss by Hadnot driving right lane, but he gets fouled. So Pippen picks up the foul, and 2 free throws forthcoming here for the Mastodons, down 36 with 8:58 to play.
Yeah, you're talking about one-possession games and 5 points almost separating us from being undefeated. So, I mean, you can't lose confidence because, hey, we're right there. It's just some corrections that needs to be made, but as long as the coach says we're not there, it's work in progress, we're headed in the right direction, then I got all the confidence in the world.
Hadnot makes the first free throw. Now Trey Donaldson, Wolverines first to double figures. He now has 12, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He's in there. One more free throw here for Hadnot. 8:58 to play. 77-42 U of M. And the free throw pure.
I tell you what, Bryce Underwood has become a regular at Michigan basketball.
Oh yeah,
games,
there he is. There's Sharon Moore. We knew there were a bunch of them here today. Right wing, Walters a 3, a deep one, misses it short. Rebound, Purdue Fort Wayne. We'll see if he does the t-shirt toss again. They're in position for that. Left side, 3 up and strong from Max Nelson. Rebound, Walters for the Wolverines. Maybe we'll get another speech there from Coach Moore, Bryce, and the team. Walters splits 2 into the paint. Flip it into an easy lay-in for Will Cheddar. Cheddar was just waiting. That was a great play. You talk about Walters' ability to play inside the arc. He shows it off there, 79-43
Yeah,
Michigan.
I think he has that ability. I think this because he was able to shoot the ball, then whoever he might have played for didn't allow him to more or less do anything else. Just catch and shoot the basketball. But tell you what, he has the ability to deck it and finish at the rim.
Jackson takes it left lane, has the ball knocked out of his hands, but it was because of a foul. And it's on Will Cheddar, number 2 on him. Just the 3rd for the Wolverines in the half, so with 8:07 to play, they are going to call that a shooting foul. So Jalen Jackson heads to the free throw line. Jackson, 21 of Purdue Fort Wayne's 43 points. Bends the knees, hoists, and knocks it down. He is 8 of 14 from the floor. The rest of the Mastodons are 8 for 39.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of all everything for this team, for the Mastodons. Not only is he scoring, but a lot of offense is created by him because of his dribble drive ability to get to the basket.
Misses the second, first miss in 7 charity toss tries. Left corner, here's Walters. Jump stop, drives in, and has a reach-in foul, dislodge the basketball. Timeout on the floor. 7:57 to play. All Wolverines here tonight, leading Purdue Fort Wayne by 35. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield. Finished it as you'd expect, Terry Mills, with a go blue.
Yeah, how about that? And President Ono got in on that.
He had a whole book bag worth
He had
of
a book
shirts.
bag
Yeah.
tossing them up here on the concourse, so he actually led it before they even started tossing them out on the floor.
7:50 to play. Jace Howard out there for the first time today with Wolf, Donaldson, Pippen, and Kaysen. Pitch it left side, Pippen. Shot fake, drives into the painted area, takes it all the way and scores it. Justin Pippen up to 8 points today. Pippen coming in, he only had 6 on the year. Now on the left side, 3-ball airborne and a friendly roll for Bello for a 3, 81-47.
Yeah, I think with Justin Pippen, it's going to be all about getting his conditioning back, getting his timing back together, because you're talking about a man that's coming off of an injury. And
Pippen sings a one-arm pass. Kaysen left wing a 3 off the heel. Rebound back tap from Wolf to Kaysen. By the way, correction, 5 points coming in for Pippen, 8 today. Donaldson splits 2, goes up, double clutch banker, no. Got his own rebound and finishes off the window. 83-47. Donaldson now leads all Wolverines with 14.
yeah, nice balance scoring attack by the Wolverines once again.
See if they can dial up Jace, make it 11 for 11 in terms of players who have suited up and scored. Spin by Jackson, leans in, drags it in, and might have dragged the pivot foot, misses the layup. Rebound Michigan. Donaldson splits everybody. Finger roll off the window and the glass. It's in for 2. 85-47 Michigan. Oh, Donaldson really starting to rev now. Lewis step back right wing 3, and the Ferndale High School product misses off the mark. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Donaldson. And it'll be the end of the day, I think, for Trey Donaldson. He leaves, and Fat Brooks comes in. Will Cheddar chimes in. He replaces Danny Wolf. So I think the holiday break is here for Donaldson, Wolf, Golden's on the bench, Burnett, and Gale. So all the starters likely done for the night, with Michigan up 85-47, 6:10 remaining. And that's a successful pre-holiday game. Right wing Jackson shut off by Brooks, who's so good defensively. Spins, jump stop, bank, floater is good for Jalen Jackson. Brooks made him work for it, but Jackson up to 24. 85-49 Michigan, 5:50 left. Base of the block, M. Brooks. Out of the right side, Pippen surveys the scene. Eyes Cheddar on a post up, instead jumping past left corner Kaysen. Soars to catch it. Shimmies, now drives, loses the handle. Jace Howard gets it, leans in, and an offensive foul call. Boy, that was flop-tastic there from Jalen Jackson. But it will go as a foul on Jace. Wolverines cough it up for the 16th time today. .532 left, 85-49 Michigan. Rasheed Bello into the forecourt for the Purdue Fort Wayne Mastodons. Such a unique nickname. Baseline right. Vacates to Elise. Now left side Hadnot. Double team comes, able to wiggle out of it. Morton Robertson skips it right side. Hadnot. Now to Jackson. Jab step, shoots a three, knocks it down. My goodness, 27 of their 52 points tonight for Jackson. 85-52 Wolverines, 5 minutes left.
Yeah, you're talking about Jackson had an opportunity to play for Coach Yaklich.
Yep.
I would expect more defense than
right
offensive points.
Banking attempt by Cheddar, no good, but Pippen cleans it up and finishes for two. Justin Pippen has 10, one of 5 in double figures for the Wolverines. 87-52 Michigan, 4:36 left. Crossover bounce by Bello, guarded closely by Jace Howard. Now right wing Hadnot. Dribbling on Pippen, backs him down, high block right. Angles to the Big Ten logo, pivots, leans in, vacates Jackson, left baseline, shut off by Kaysen, shot clock at 3. And Jackson falls to the deck, and he's in a little bit of pain, but is helped up. And after the foul on Michigan, they call it on Justin Pippen.
Yeah, L.J. Kaysen was kind of running as if they called it on him.
Yeah.
He kind of thought that he had good defense, which he did, but caught Justin Pippen reaching in there.
And Jackson exits after getting shaken up a little bit following what happened with Eric Mulder in the first half, who had to go to the locker room. And I don't think he's been out there since. In this type of a score, 87-52 Michigan. No use for the Mastodons to really try to push the envelope after Jackson went down hard. Off the inbound, Morton Robertson has it head of the key, flip it right wing. Here's an open look for Hadnot from 3, and he knocks it down. So the 7th made 3 in 34 tries for Purdue Fort Wayne. 87-55 Michigan, 4 minutes to play. Right side Pippen. Over to Cheddar. Trudges to the head of the key, leave it for Kaysen right point. Kaysen push pass right side Pippen. Shot fake. Shot clock down to 6. Whip it Jace Howard. Lofted into Cheddar. Catches. Shot fake. Banks. Misses, but he gets fouled. And they'll shoot free throws after our final media timeout. 87-55. The Wolverines dominant here this afternoon. 3:41 left on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield. Some injury issues really since the summer, but good to know it's not a long-term thing for Ruben.
Yeah, well, right now at this time of year, and you're talking about what a big league, probably the most important thing is being healthy.
Yep.
Going forward. I mean, you get through the holidays and you can start Big Ten play without any major injuries, then you're ready to go.
Will Cheddar makes the first, thanks to that info, by the way, from SID Czar, Tom Wyrot. One more for Cheddar is good. 89-55. Sam Walters replaces Will Cheddar. And Cheddar finishes with 9 points and 4 rebounds. 3:41 left, 89-55. Michigan in front of, I mentioned the nickname, the Mastodons. It is a stockier version of what is the modern day elephant. They roamed this part of the world about 10,000 years ago. Yeah, they had some other unique possible nicknames. Had not backing down against Kaysen. Works into the painted area, flutters from 4, misses it short. Walters in for the rebound. They needed a nickname in the 60s and came up with it. Right side, Walters now to Jace Howard in between the circles.
Yeah, well, you talk about names. How about that name, Have Not? That's a name right there.
Corey Had Not the second. So kept Corey there. Did the dad? The drive by Jace. He had it knocked out of there. Michigan wanted a foul that didn't come. Play on as Morton Robertson brings it into the forecourt. Takes it right block with 2:45 to play. 89-55 Michigan. Leave it Nelson a 3. His first name's Maximus, which is also awesome. He misses it short. Rebound Brooks. But the other names under consideration, the Elfs, which is fitting this time of year, the Hobbits, and how about this one? They considered the Boiler Hoosiers. Jumper from Jace from 17 misses it long. You can't name your team the Boiler Hoosiers. No. Like those house divided license plate covers.
I mean, what would be, if you had a mascot, what would a Boiler Hoosier look like?
Well, I don't know exactly how they pull off a Mastodon one either, but I get your point. Ball thrown on the other side of the court, so over the back.
Well, we know what a bowler is because you could look at Purdue and see the bowler.
Yeah.
I don't think the Hoosiers have a mascot, so it would be interesting.
It would be. Maybe they could have done Boiler Hoosiers but still had a Mastodon as their actual mascot.
Right.
2:08 to play, 89-55 Michigan. Right of the lane, here's Pippen. Shot fake, flutters one up, banks it, misses. Rebound down to Nelson, and then he dribbled it off the baseline. 2:01 left. Wolverines' lead is 34. We'll see if we get the deep reserves in here or not. With Michigan, they're not going to quite set any field goal percentage records, down to 64%. But still, they were making a run at it, north of 70% for most of this ball game. Foul on Purdue Fort Wayne before the inbound happened.
Yeah, I'm really not sure if he's going to go any deeper than this because, I mean, a lot of these reserves that's in right now don't get a whole lot of playing
that's
time.
True.
So
that's a good point. And Big Ten play resumes in 2 games with that trip to LA. Pippen, head of the key, whips it left baseline. Kaysen, one dribble, a spin, a couple of shot fakes, lofts it high to the right to Brooks. Shot clock down to 4. Brooks, triple team, gets the pass off. Kaysen left wing a 3. It's banked off. A rebound and a loose ball foul on Michigan. They call it on Jace Howard. So with 1:41 left, 89-55 Michigan. Mastodons have the basketball back. As we spotlight today's best in the game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to be Wolverines. A lot of choices here, Terry Mills. Who's your best in the game today?
Oh, man, so many choices, man. Might have to think about that, man. It might be just a team award. Can I give it to the whole team? Because this has been a team effort, not an individual.
I will have to reach out to Old Dominion. I don't know if I'll do it the next 1:30. I'll let you know, though.
Okay.
Shot no good. Rebound Michigan. Pippen right point over to Walters right corner, and he stepped on the sideline for the second time. Made the 3, but he stepped on the sideline. Just that heel down. I think Sam Walters would be pro my idea to widen the court, don't you?
I would say so.
Especially after today?
I would say so, and he would be in agreement with you on that. Because he's more of a corner shooter, if you ask me. I mean, he's always in those corners, so I have to give him a little advice and tell him to kind of look down at the ground one time.
Well, he might get a few of his teammates to tell him that as he heads over to the bench.
Right.
As Harrison Hochberg checks in for Michigan. 1:16 to play, 89-55 Wolverines. Left wing, Nelson a long 3, front rim and off. Rebound Brooks for the Wolverines. Fat right to left. He'll drive right baseline. English is a pass to Kaysen. Now left wing, Pippen back to Kaysen left corner. Backs down, now over to Pippen right wing. Shot fake around a screen from Howard. Back pedals over to Kaysen left wing. Now steps back, crossover bounce. Picked up his dribble with 6 on the timer. Inside Brooks, tiptoeing the baseline, and he either walked with, I think it might have been a double dribble there, and Brooks turns it over. And that'll be the area that once Michigan gets back on the 26th after a few days off, they'll look at the turnovers. That's number 18 on the afternoon. Ian Burns in for LJ Kaysen.
Yes, it's really something that's hard to just fix on the fly. You know, you kind of really need some practice time and some times to really study where the turnovers are coming from. It's just not a quick fix.
Right side, Hadnot. 89-55 Michigan, 23 seconds left. Hadnot underneath the cup, missed it off the bottom of the backboard. And it goes out of bounds, stays with Purdue Fort Wayne.
Yeah, you might be talking about underneath the basket, but Ian Burns say, I blocked that.
Yeah. We'll see if they give it to him.
Oh, yeah,
they do give it to him. That's a block.
That's
absolutely.
a block.
Yeah, all right. We see the replay, no doubt about it. So Ian Burns comes up with a block, and Charlie May will chime in, as will Howard Isley Jr. So everybody getting a chance here with the shot clock down to 6, 19.1 seconds left. We haven't seen any points in this game for 3 minutes, 22 seconds. Morgan lofts it up toward Nelson. Handoff Morgan, chugs into the paint, kick it left wing. Lewis, a 3 for that young man. Proud Ferndale Eagle. He makes a 3 here in his home area. And Harrison Hochberg brings it into the forecourt. Crossover bounce, underhand lead Burns. He tries, no. Will he shoot or not?
No.
Oh, good idea. The bench wanted him to trigger if they're wearing a uniform. The coaching staff